Good day, students, and welcome to the online workshop on resilience, a word that is thrown around a lot during the past few months. What is your first thought when you see the word resilience? Do you think about a definition? What exactly is resilience? Let's look at a few definitions. Dictionaries define it as the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, or an ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change, the process of adapting well in the face of adversity or trauma. It can also be defined as bouncing back, doing better than you think given the circumstances, beating the odds. All of us experienced change during the past 5 months. Do you think you've adapted well? Do you have the ability to bounce back? If you think you're not doing so well in adapting and coping with all the new situations, well, I have good news. You can learn how to improve and strengthen your resilience. Executive coach and author Gemma Roberts identified 6 pillars of resilience that shows how to build your resilience, maintain it in the face of challenges, and track your progress over time. Now let's have a look at those 6 pillars. They are confidence, adaptability, positivity, perspective, mastery, and stamina. Each pillar will now be discussed individually. There will also be an activity for each pillar, and I encourage you to take a few minutes to do these activities. At the end of the presentation, there will be a link to a document with worksheets and a summary of the presentation. The first one we look at is confidence. The more confident you are, the more likely you are to deal with challenges effectively. Confident people usually have a good self-image and the belief that they are worthwhile human beings. If you have a good self-image and feel good about yourself, you will probably have a positive attitude and outlook on life and probably be more confident as well. 3 facets can help building your confidence. Self-belief is that you have to believe in your own ability to execute a task or activity effectively. Henry Ford said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right." So it's important to believe that you can. You also have to believe that you have control over tasks and the outcomes associated with these activities. We cannot always control the environment or the situation, but you have control over your actions and your decisions. For you to be confident, you should understand and utilize your unique talents and strengths. It's important that you know and identify these strengths. For some people, it's difficult to name their own strengths and they feel that they are bragging. But this is not, "I am better than you." This is about identifying your strong points. The activity for this pillar is for you to name your top 5 natural strengths. Ask others if you need help in identifying these. Make a list of these strengths and think of a situation where this strength helped you to deal with a specific challenge during this pandemic. The next pillar is adaptability. In any situation, at any stage, there is always one thing that you can change. That is your attitude. Being flexible gives you an advantage when dealing with challenges. In the past few months, we all had to adapt to a whole new world and to online learning. Some changes were easier than others. You can't always change the situation you find yourself in, but you can change your response and how you feel about the situation. 3 factors make up this pillar. Flexible thinking means that you have to practice psychological flexibility. We need to learn to adapt how we think in order to reach the outcome we want to achieve. If plan A doesn't work, remember that there are 25 letters of the alphabet left. We must be able to adapt. After changing our thinking, we should be able to change our behavior to respond appropriately to different scenarios in order to get the most out of every situation. The third factor is to refine, or first review and then refine. We should have an improvement mentality, continuously focusing on advancing our practical skills. Reflect on how things are going, and then improve or adapt where necessary. For the activity, take some time to consider where you've recently adapted your behavior in different situations and where you haven't, but you would have benefited from doing so. Once you've done this, ask some people for feedback on how adaptable they think your behavior is. You'll want to find out where you've adapted in a situation well, and where you could have done this better. When it comes to understanding how your behavior comes across to others, it's essential that you ask people you trust for their opinion, as you won't always have an objective view of your behavior. When we look at positivity, this is one of the most valuable skills to have. This doesn't mean that you walk around with your head in the clouds and never see negative issues or face difficult situations. The key here is to be realistically optimistic. Even if you're not a naturally positive or optimistic person, there are ways of enhancing your optimism levels, enabling you to take steps towards improving your performance and happiness in all areas of your life. The first way to enhance your optimism level is to avoid traps. You always have a choice how to respond to events. Choose to respond instead of react. Be aware of thoughts that don't help you to achieve the best from a situation and change it. Choose to respond positively. Realistic optimism is possible by applying a realistic and optimistic approach, objectively identifying the cause and effect factors in situations. Stop and think, what is the worst that can happen? Or is this really that bad? Can I really change anything here? The third step is to steer your energy, understanding how and why you use your energy and choosing to direct it in a way that helps you to enhance your performance will be beneficial. Again, can I change it? If the answer is no, why are you wasting energy on it? For the activity, when we face challenges and you feel like you've made a mistake, try to avoid permanent statements such as always and never, and just replace this with sometimes or on this occasion. For example, change I always get that wrong to I got that wrong on this occasion. And I never had any luck. You change to today I had no luck. Now jot down some examples of where you've managed to do this, or maybe examples where you could change this in future. The next is perspective. Just stop and breathe. What are you experiencing right now? Is it the truth or is it your perception of the situation? Developing the ability to see situations from alternative points of view will enable you to be more objective. Your response or behavior might change if you are open to listen to a different point of view. The power of perspective will encourage you to be open to new ideas, boost your creativity, and view challenges as a normal part of life. By challenging your thoughts, you can understand how you think. This can assist you in reframing negative events to create learning opportunities. Ask yourself, is it true? Why am I thinking this? What can I change? Identifying the root cause that leads you to think and behave in a certain way and managing this is important to create the best outcome for you. Ask yourself again, why am I getting so upset? What is actually making me angry or sad or frustrated? Accepting what you can and cannot change in a situation are essential components of perspective. This information should be used to choose where you focus your attention. The well-known Serenity Prayer outlines this perfectly. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are 2 suggested activities for this pillar. Firstly, commit to keeping a gratitude diary for a week. Research suggests that this habit helps to highlight positive events and minimize the focus on negative experience over the long term. The key is committing to creating a gratitude habit. The simple way to do this is to set a time each day to list only 3 things to start with that you are grateful for. And hopefully after the week you will continue to do this. The second activity, if you are constantly thinking or worrying or stressing about some issues and find it difficult to stop negative feeling, make a list of everything that bothers you. Then you ask yourself, can I change it? Then if the answer is yes, then write down an action plan of what you can do. If the answer is no, you will hopefully realize that you are wasting time and energy to stress about this. Now that you know which skills are necessary for resilience, you need to practice them. And mastering your mindset will help you to take control of how you think and behave, how to improve your performance and to reach your potential. As you become an expert, you'll feel more in control and you'll cope effectively in difficult situations. Creating a growth mindset will help you feel capable of enhancing your abilities and overcome obstacles. This means that you should keep an open mind and be willing to learn continuously. Resilience is not a goal. It's not something that you learn and you have it forever. It's a continuous process of growth. By defining and working towards short and long-term goals that encourage you to practice your skills, you can enhance your performance and hopefully become more positive. Taking part in activities that stretch and challenge you are achievable if you work with concentrated focus to create flow. You cannot improve resilience if you stay in your comfort zone. We need some discomfort to grow. For the activity for this pillar, you will have to get clear on your goals. Write down all the goals you want to achieve at some point. Huge ones, small ones, everything. Highlight the top 10. Then you pick the top 3 that is important to you right now. Now go and write a plan of how you will achieve these 3 goals, by when you will do this, and how you will be able to measure whether you've done this successfully or not. The final pillar is stamina. You've learned what to do and now how to do it. Now you have to just keep on doing it. Increasing your stamina will enable you to build the momentum required to bounce forward and not only bounce back when you hit a roadblock. Understanding and accepting that you will get knocked around from time to time and that your stamina is the key to keeping you moving will help you to achieve more even when you face obstacles. Defining and creating your own strategy that helps you to enhance and maintain your resilience is of the utmost importance. You will have to put certain checkups in place for yourself, goals or deadline, or if you are a procrastinator like myself, your accountability partner is a very good idea, someone to help you checking up on yourself. Utilizing the support network will help you thrive, achieve more, and learn from challenging situations. Support from friends and family are extremely valuable. Also remember the support available at UP. There's peer mentors, class representatives, guardian lecturers, tutors, and FSAs. Finally, create a structure around you that enhances your ability to face challenges and improve your performance. For the activity, take some time to map out your support structure. Think about who you rely on for support and how that person helps you. Then consider the areas of life where you would benefit from more support. Once you've cleared on where you need more support, then you can seek out people to help you with that. Maybe a mentor, a tutor, or a support group. We've come to the end of the presentation. There's worksheets available if you want to complete the course and do all the activities, and it will be available in the link. Here are my contact details if you want to chat or make an appointment. I hope you found it interesting, and all the best with the rest of the year.